Hi guys, thanks for tuning in with me today. My name is Amber, and can we just take a minute and appreciate God's beauty? Like, this is beautiful. This is amazing. It's perfect out today. It's about 63 degrees. October. I just love it. I think it's what is it, Anne of Green Gables, that says, I'm so happy, or I'm so blessed to live in a world where there are Octobers, and I completely agree. If you hear a mower in the background, you're used to it by now. It's a whole vibe, you know? It's like one of those days where my husband's like, well, I think I'm gonna mow. And I'm like, well, I think I want to film a video. So it just happens to work out like that. But today I wanted to review with you the CSB He Reads Truth Bible. This is my son's Bible. And you may have seen the short. We recently painted this, and I was so scared to paint it. It was like a cloth overboard cover at first, and we decided to paint it this pretty like sunset, and you know, it says his name there, the Holy Bible, and it has, if the stars were made to worship, so will I. If the mountains bow in reverence, so will I, which I love that song. I know that there's like some controversy around that song, but I don't even care. I love it so much. We recently went to like that Air One, Phil Wickham, Charity Gale, Benjamin Hastings, and I apologize, I forget the last guy's name, but Ben Hastings was there, and I was so mad at myself because I didn't know who he was. And I'm like, oh, this guy's good. Yeah, he's good. He sings good songs. I didn't know the songs. And then he starts singing So Will I. And I was like crying. I was just so excited because I love that song so much. I mean, just the part where he's like, if the rocks cry out to praise you, so will I. If the mountains bow in reverence, so will I. Like, it's just so beautiful. I love it. But anyway, and then the front says, from the rising of the sun to its setting, the name of the Lord, let the name of the Lord be praised. And that's Psalms 113:3. So it's very pretty. The first day that we did it and it was all dry and ready to go, he took it to church, and a kid spilled water on it, and it like made all the Mod Podge go off, and I was like, oh my goodness, okay, just don't touch it. And I was able to fix it, thankfully. You can't even tell. It was right around there. You can't even tell. It's a little bumpy, but it's fine. So let me go ahead and flip it around. It's huge. Look how gigantic it is. But I'll flip it around and we'll take a look, because I really love this one. Alright, so here it is. And like I said, this is the He Reads Truth Bible. There are some things that I like. Most things I like. There are a few things that I don't. It has an introduction, how to read the Bible, what is the gospel, which I love that. Romans 10:9, which is such an important verse. And then it goes through and shows you just what the different sections mean. Like what the different layouts are, how you can understand it, the reading plan, all the features, all the illustrations, charts, infographics, everything there. It goes through the genre guide, so it has it broken down into different colors. The languages of the Bible, and shows you, you know, like this little orange is Aramaic, the blue is Hebrew, and then anything that's green is Greek. So I love that. A lot of information here. Introduction to the CSB, and then we start the Old Testament. So just like the She Reads Truth, there is some word art over here. It's not as pretty as the She Reads Truth because this is the He Reads Truth. You know, we got to keep it manly and masculine. They don't want any pink. Though I love the She Reads Truth, like pretty ones with the clouds. I think guys could appreciate clouds and nature. I don't know, they could have spiced it up a little. But we have a brief introduction here. This is not the MacArthur Study Bible, but that's okay. I use it for my 11-year-old son, and he loves it, so that's fine. The timeline, a little background, message and purpose, give thanks for the book of Genesis. It has the reading plan on this side, which is awesome. We've never utilized this, but if he keeps this Bible for a long time, I'm sure he could use it. And then the outline. I don't love the outline because look how much it takes up. Pages and pages. I feel like if they would have cut down on the outline or even made it like a different format, that maybe it wouldn't take up so much space and then the Bible wouldn't be this thick. You may have heard me say in other videos that the tabs are becoming a problem in some of my other Bibles. I love these tabs. I think that they look awesome, but they are ruining this Bible and it's really upsetting. So there still is even more of the timeline, and look how cute this is. Like, this is my son's Bible, so he's gone through and he loves highlighting. He's like his mom. He watches me and then he kind of models after me, like what I'm doing. In the summer we were doing Bible studies together, so I would be sitting there highlighting and he was able to pick his own section of the Bible and highlight, and I love that he just highlighted everything. I think it's so cute. And he split it up into days. But you can see the bleed through. These pages are not fantastic as far as like journaling and highlighting. Like, that bleed through is pretty significant with like his pen. And we use Bible pens, and these are Bible highlighters. But look at that. It's just not good. It's ripping. It makes me so sad. But I love these sections in here, and this is why I love this one so much more than the She Reads Truth, because these are like infographics throughout that give you more information on the scripture and more cultural information and like just historical background and background on the characters and all kinds of different stuff. I'll show you some of the different ones. But the She Reads Truth just has devotionals from different women. And everybody's different. Sometimes you might want just a devotional Bible, but that's not something that I'm interested in. I want to learn. I'm very much like type 5 on the Enneagram. Like, I want to be deep diving and learning. And so that's why the She Reads Truth just isn't for me. But this one, I really love it. It is single column. You do have a good bit of space here for journaling, but look at that bleed through. It's just, makes me a little sad. But he loves this Bible, and that's really what matters. The font size, look at that. That's pretty good. Nice bold chapters, chapter numbers. He just highlights everything. I just love them. Here's a lifespans in Genesis. Like, I love this stuff. And you can see as we keep going, there's maps. This is Abraham's migration route. Ooh, the wind is really blowing. So pretty. I don't know what I'm gonna do whenever the weather turns really cold and I can't sit outside anymore. I love sitting outside with you guys and making these videos. God's covenant with mankind, covenant of works, all the different covenants throughout time in the new covenant. So this is the kind of stuff that I just really appreciate that they added in here. I wish that they would make a She Reads Truth with more of that meat. Kind of go a little faster. I like the CSB translation. I really do. I heard that it's right in the middle between thought for thought and word for word. So it's not too academic, but it's also not too much on the side of like it's not translated well. And not that translations like the NLT are translated poorly. It's just some people I know that the word for word is definitely important to them. Jacob's 12 sons. I actually did this work myself in my MacArthur Bible where I like broke it down and split up all of Jacob's 12 sons. And this Bible already has it done. Let me show you some of the New Testament. Oh, this is in Psalms. So it's giving you all the sadness Psalms, joy Psalms, love Psalms, anger, fear, surprise, different emotions. Oh, I didn't even remember I did that. But let's do the New Testament. So again here we have the word art, the intro, the timeline, the reading plan. Here's the timeline. And then getting right into Mark. Not very colorful, just black and white. A map, Jesus' ministry around the Sea of Galilee. Jesus' miracles. It would take me forever to go through this whole Bible, but there is so much information in here that really helps you learn. The paper quality is pretty thin, but it's not tissue paper. I compare everything to my MacArthur Bible because that's the one I use every day, and it is pretty tissue papery, but the bleed through isn't too bad. Literary patterns in Mark. The humanity of Christ. Windy. The divinity of Christ. I want to get one of those books that has the Gospels parallel to each other. Those look awesome. Some of the earliest manuscripts conclude with 16:8, so it puts that in there. Let's go to the back now. The map, Peter, Revelation, the letters to the 7 churches. The reign of Christ in Revelation. Key verses. So, each chapter has the key verse art. The Bible in a year in the back. So if you actually want to just use the back chart and cross it off as you go. And tables of weight and measurement. And that is it. So that's pretty much it. I know somebody in my one video talked about how they were thinking of getting their son a Bible. I would suggest this He Reads Truth for anywhere from ages like 9 to adulthood. It's great and it's beautiful and it has so much information. Obviously you can't buy it like this because we made this, but so much information. It's a really nice Bible. And I do think that kids would like it. The only cons are just the bleed through of the markers. But I mean, it's not too bad, especially if you are getting it for like a kid or, somebody who does just want to kind of use it as a Bible that maybe they could take to church and jot notes down. But I don't know if it's going to last forever and ever, just because the binding does feel a little not great, but that could be from me painting it and the page quality is not the best. It does have 2 ribbon markers, which I love. With it being so big, you need that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you like the She Reads Truth, and if you're thinking about getting the He Reads Truth, if you ever see it on sale or anything, I say why not? It's a nice one. All right, thanks for tuning in, and have a blessed week. I'll see you guys in the next video.